Well, we're supposed to have a softball player here, but one of the girls came up with a family emergency, and so they're trying to take care of her, and they have to do the scorebook and the scoreboard. And so they're like, we may not have somebody there for this game. So I'm like, okay. Yeah, I didn't know you were coming. I thought I was going to have to do all this by myself.
I mean, I could commentate if you wanted me to.
I mean, just basic stuff. I mean, I'll call the game, and you can just, I'll say, hey, well, what'd you think of that? You're back? What's up?
You were showed up, so.
Oh, okay, we're back. This is Chris, who was doing that.
Do you want to do this?
I mean, no. Do you want to? Or do you want to be free?
I'm supposed to do it all day, so I don't mind.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, you want to run this, and I'll just commentate?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you can run the camera. This is Chris.
Hello.
And you're Haley?
Hannah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So if you want to run the camera, or I mean, it's up to you, Chris. Whatever you want to do. If you want to cut her, I mean, if you don't do this,
I'm going to be doing this like literally all day on field 3.
Yeah, so you don't want to do it, right?
I don't mind stepping down.
Yeah, take a game off.
Yeah.
Take a game off and go get a hot chocolate.
Okay.
Thanks for being here in the clutch. All right, we're on. I just ran the national anthem. And we welcome you to the Fall Classic. Coming up, it's the USA Softball Oregon Fall Classic coming to you from U.S. Cellular Field as we're getting underway here. Two teams in white this morning. On a beautiful sunny day today. Nice and clear. Yesterday was rainy and cloudy and windy. Today, bright blue skies and sunshine is everywhere.
Demi, I'm glad to have this weather, but because the clouds cleared out, it got cold.
Yeah, crisp.
We've been out here for 2 hours, and it's still cold.
Yeah, we roll in about 6:15, 6:30 to get everything all set up, and between the game times today, which we'll tell you about coming along, that they are progressing. We have the Athletics Mercado under Coach Megorian, and the Northwest Vandals under Coach Scott, 18G, 18U, as we're underway. Going to have still early morning wet softballs.
Yep.
Yeah, see, she has a hard time getting the ball up there. We saw that a lot yesterday in the rain and everything. A lot of the balls were baby bounces for more kickball than softball.
Yeah, definitely better weather today that we're having for this game, but it is cold, and we had that fog this morning. There's still some frost on the field.
Yeah. That one's in there for a strike. Oh, there's a bunt laid down. Going to get it in foul territory. Cassandra Zapata on the play there at third. She got on that really quickly over and decided, okay, it's in the foul territory, pick it up, and runner won't get to first.
Count 2-2.
That one goes back behind, gets out of the way. For Athletic Mercado, they come down from Kennedy High School, Marysville High School, Rosemont High School, El Camino High School, Tracy. We've got Franklin, St. Francis, Elk Grove, Vanden, Rio Americano, Oakmont. All the high schools this team's from out on the field. Ooh, little slap hit to short. Oh, good way to stop the ball. That was hit hard there. And,
yeah.
That shot come right at the shortstop there. That was Ileana Enriquez. Boy, she got that thing, slapped it down, just couldn't get the throw there in time, and they've got a runner on board.
Well, and that's a textbook slap hit there.
Yeah.
You just get the ball in play and hustle it out.
And when you have wheels like that, a lot of times you can beat it out.
Yeah.
Down low. One runner on first, no outs here in the first inning. Big windup. That ball down there in the pellets. That's a big, tall pitcher there. That's Kennedy Megorian, coach's kid, committed to Grand Canyon University. Pitches, plays outfield, bats right, throws right. Got a big windmill throw. Count now 3-0. The infield in the shade, the outfield has some sun and might melt some of that frost. Take this over the rain any day.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Looked like that was right in there, but it's going to take the walk. Get runners at first and second. Still no outs here in the first inning. Coming to the plate, number 18 for the Northwest Vandals. This is going to be Keani Nakamura. Nakamura with a golden opportunity here. Runners at first and second. Right-handed batter. Outfield playing straight away pretty much. Got a called strike there. Got several commits on this team. Abby Koval going to play for the Southern Oregon University Raiders. Shaylee Cluster going to the Cougars. Portland State will get Elicity Frost. Another strike called. Oregon Tech going to get Zoe Allen, so several of these players committed already. There's a shot going to second base. Runner will be safe at second, so they'll advance to the corners.
No, runners on second and third. They got the out at
Got
first.
the first one. I thought, yeah, because the runner going to second hopped over the ball. Yesterday we saw one going from third to second to third. Actually got hit by the ball and was called out. Hit her ankle. Coming to the plate now, number 3. This is Abby Koval. She's committed to the SOU Raiders. Coach Pistol's here, I'm sure. We'll get her on the mic today sometime. Gabby Rosales back over here at the other game. So several of the players. Hannah was here yesterday. Taylor, Jordan, all at our booth here. Several others at other games as well. Oh, bunt attempt. Boy, look at that infield rush in.
Yeah.
See the whole infield? Just everybody collapsed on it. There was nobody left on base to make the play.
Yeah, well, the runners on second and third, you have to keep your fielders close to the bags.
Count sits at 0-2 with one out. Runners at second and third. Koval watches that one. I remember that coach's hat.
Yeah.
The Panama Jack hat with the shades on. That one heading down the far side, down the dugout. Count now at 1-2. Guarding that plate. Those 2 strikes. there's a ball hit into right field. Going to go back, center to the wall. 1 run will score. Also coming around again, too. That's going to be Zoe Allen will score. And into third base with a triple. 2 runs in. And just like that, boy, that ball sailed. Zoe Allen came in. Koval came in. Well, actually, Koval's on third. Boy, she set that one out there. That's got to make the SOU recruits watching her, the coaches watching this recruit happy.
Well, you know the SOU team's here, and so are the coaches.
Yeah, they're all here. They've been participating. They ran the drills on Friday. Really, they've done an outstanding job. They've been on our broadcast teams. Little slide at the plate. Got her. Good job out there in center field coming in to cover home plate. Everybody rushed in. She came in and covered second base. Oh, no problem. Smile. Players running by to go warm up. They're like scared to come in front of the camera. It's like, smile. That was their 15 milliseconds of fame.
Yeah. Number 4 now coming to the plate.
Yeah, that is Mackenzie Scott. Center. She plays center. Catcher, outfield, utility player, bats right, throws right. Goes to South Salem High School. Mascot?
Saxons.
Yeah, there it is. We'll play mascot trivia as we go along here with teams that we know from at least the state of Oregon. The Saxons. I remember at one OSAA basketball tournament, I got my picture taken with the Saxons mascot.
Oh, yeah?
Big, like, guy with, sword and shield and stuff like that. That was fun. We miss OSAA playoffs and tournaments.
We'll be there again someday.
Someday. This year, they're not looking like they're going to be the same. They're going to be some kind of a bubble format thing. Yep. It's sad what's happened for kids. Student athletes, their whole situation and recruiting and everything has changed. That's why these showcase kind of situations are important. We didn't have softball championships this year.
Yep. Nope. No spring seasons.
Yeah, we didn't get to be there at the...
Runners now on first and second.
We didn't get to be at the U of O doing the softball titles.
2 outs. Big cut there, not able to connect on it.
That was a big swing. Had she hit that, it would have traveled. At the plate is number 23. That is Reagan Davis. And she is West Salem. West Salem?
Titans.
Yes. Color of their football field?
Black.
Yes. We've been around, haven't we?
Yep. Coldest soccer game I've ever
broadcasted. Oh, that's right. Oh, I felt so bad because you had to stand outside the press box.
Yeah.
Because the camera wouldn't have picked it up because we were behind this big glass window thing, and Chris had to stand outside on this little ledge, and it was freezing outside. Ooh, swung at that pitch up high. That will bring in the cast, but 2 runs are scored here in the first inning. We'll be back in just a minute. Thank you for being with us, and you are watching the 2020 USA Softball of Oregon Fall Classic. We're back after this. Stay with us.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
And we welcome you back. Thanks for being with us here. Demi DeSoto along with Christopher Janish coming to you from U.S. Cellular Park. And it's the 2020 Productions brought by Table Rock Sports Productions and behalf of TravelMedford.org. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on that you can check out in Southern Oregon. I mean, they've got award-winning wineries. They've got, you name it. You know, you can, restaurants for days. You've got Shakespeare. You've got the Brit Festival. They've got all kinds of stuff going on in Southern Oregon. You can check it all out at TravelOregon.org. Great website. They got all kinds of good stuff. So we're going to go to the bottom of the inning here now in the first inning. Christopher Janish with me here. 2-0 our score. You know, the difference between softball and baseball for broadcasters?
What's that?
It's hard to see the numbers in softball because they're covered by ponytails.
Yeah. That's
you try to see who's at bat, and it's like, okay, when they turn around and try to swing, but there's a ponytail. I can't see the number.
Do we get lineups that we have a...
Yeah, well, all I have are these sheets. The coaches were... Everybody was a little bit behind this morning. They were all kind of warming up late and, you know, in the cold. And so we'll just kind of flex as we go here. Yeah, look at that ponytail on the left fielder. Yeah. That's a big set of work there. On the mound is number 2. Allie Hyde. We saw this team yesterday on this field.
Yeah, we have broadcast going at 4 fields here yesterday and today. Each field has 6 games a day.
Speed it up a little bit. They're 8 and at 9:40 instead of 8 and 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're trying to get out because teams have travel back. I know the poor gals that have been here from SOU since the beginning. I mean, they've got class tomorrow.
Yeah, well, they had a day before us here.
Yeah, they were here Friday all day doing the clinics, which I heard were fantastic. They had like over 250 participants, and they went through all kinds of combine drills and, you know, vertical leaps and hitting drills and all kinds of stuff. So a great job by them. Coach Pistol, who is a great leader, her and Coach Mabin and others, you know, from the coaching staff were here helping out, doing things.
Yeah, our last game is at 5 p.m. instead of 6 p.m., so an hour earlier. Kind of cutting out some of that dead time we had yesterday between games.
Yeah, just get them going because people got to get back on the road.
Yep.
Not cruising over to the local hotels and eating some, you know, mod pizza.
Steele attempt for second. Not even a throw. She'll be safe.
Gets in there. So a runner on second with no outs. Good way to start the inning. Left-handed batter up. Outfield not really moved over. A little left-handed slap hitter there. It's kind of odd because you have to coordinate 2 actions. You have to run at the same time as you're swinging. I always thought of like slap hitting where you could just run, toss the bat in the air, and take off, and then let it hit the bat as a bunt. But that's probably somewhere out of the rules.
That's 3 motions.
Yeah. Coach giving some signals over there that are doing the Macarena. Always used to crack me up watching baseball coach Brett Wolf do his signals. Legendary Brett Wolf at North Medford Black Tornado now took a job coaching over at the Coast. He went into retirement, moved to the Coast, and they said, hey, you want to coach the baseball team? And of course he said yes.
Do you know which team?
Let's see. It's on the northern coast, and it was it Astoria? Uh-oh, coming our way. Blink. I thought it was Astoria. It was somewhere near Astoria.
Astoria, Seaside.
Seaside. What's where the Keiko was? The whale. Where the aquarium is. Newport. Somewhere around there. Good for him. He retires to the coast, and I got nothing to do.
Newport's a nice area.
So 58 minutes left here. We're still in the bottom of the first. Slap goes sideways to the on-deck circle.
Keeps the count full.
That runner on second looks like they're lining up for a track start. And she walks. That's interesting. Some of the players' jerseys have white on white, and some of them have dark blue on white for numbers.
Yeah. Steal for second.
Oh, she slid right by the base.
Well, that's that turf's a little bit wet, and you're going to slide further on wet turf than you would on dry turf.
Yeah, that part right there, the field's still in the shade, so it hasn't had a chance to get the sun on it. Out here in the outfield is kind of, not drying out, but it's defrosted.
Yep. Starting to get that way. Probably by the end of this game, the field will be mostly dry. We'll get the sun a little bit higher, less shadows.
Yeah. Still be a little moist, but it won't be that frosty, slippery. Yep. On deck is number 21. That's Cassandra Zapata. On third base is Alexa Medley. Number 8. Oh, wrong roster. Sorry. Number 8 is Ileana Enriquez on the third base. Little conference on the mound there. Want to remind you that today's broadcast brought to you by TravelMedford.org. Check it out. They got all kinds of good listings. You can find all kinds of listings for restaurants, for hotels, for activities, whether you like hiking, biking, going to national monuments like Crater Lake, and all kinds of things to do in Southern Oregon. There's a place to check out. Great website, easy to navigate. TravelMedford.org, one of our sponsors today. And walks.
So that'll load the bases.
Dangerous with no outs. And so, as we said, coming to the plate now with a golden opportunity, Cassandra Zapata from Vanden High School, 3.9 GPA. Opportunity to shine in this showcase here. Bases loaded, no outs. Even a long fly ball is going to score a tie, going to score a run. First pitch, not quite there. Hit to third, plays at home, got the out there, trying to get double up. Got the double play, got the lead runner. Boy, that was executed very nicely. Yeah. So just like that, 2 outs. Well, that was quick.
You don't normally have enough time to get a double play in softball because everything happens so quickly.
Yeah.
There's less space between the bags, and everybody's already on their way.
Very alert play there by KJ Custer.
Number 2 now up to bat. Fouls that one back.
That is not on the roster. Number 1 is. Let's see, are they mixed up? No, not there. 10, 10, 7, 7, 7, 25. Have to look in the book, see if they're in the book. They're not on that sheet. Some of these teams had late ads. People that came along, after the initial stuff was put together.
Another foul tip. That one going back over by the Snack Shack.
The Snack Shack, our best friend. Make a pretty darn good cheeseburger at that Snack Shack. How was the chicken bowl?
That was good.
Yeah. Let's see. We're looking for Athletics Mercado. She steps back in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fly ball right there. Makes the catch one-handed. Nice grab right there that time. Out there on the field for the Vandals, number 8 with the out. That's Alexa Medley. That will retire the side, but not before 2 runs come in. We'll clear the bases, take a break. We'll come back. Thanks for watching. You're watching the 2020 USA Softball of Oregon Fall Classic on Table Rock Sports. We're back after this.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
I have a rain jacket. I have a couple bottles of water. I have a fork and spoon and cup. How often you go through a fast food place, they don't give you a fork and you get something you need a fork for. All that kind of thing I keep in there. And one of the things is a pair of socks.
And we welcome you back. Thanks to our sponsors. The runs are just crashing down around us as we go here to the second inning.
.47 coming to the plate.
For the Vandals, that is Addison Kachnik. Uncommitted at this point. Bats right, throws right, plays third base, catcher, utility. 3.5 GPA.
Vandals did a good job in the bottom of the first, getting out of a tough situation with the bases loaded and no outs. They were able to stop the other team from scoring.
Yeah, the Athletics Mercado out in the field. They got the very tall pitcher, gave up a couple runs. We'll see what happens here. Count goes to 1-1. Still no outs here. We just got started here in the second inning. Glad to have you with us here. TravelMedford.org bringing you this presentation. And if you watch this windup, man, she looks like a female version of Randy Johnson. Very tall, big windup, fast pitch. Whew. It's scary looking down that pike. That one got away. She'll get her base, put a runner on first. On the clock, we're down to 48 minutes. These games run very much on time. Our next one at 9:40. We got them so that the last one today is at 5 instead of 6. Get out of here an hour earlier. People will be hitting the road, heading back to California, back to Nevada, back to Washington, Idaho, northern part of Oregon. 32 teams come from all over western U.S. That one in there for a call strike. Was looking at one of the teams yesterday. We had the Blaze. They go from this tournament here, and then after this, they go to a tournament in the Midwest next week, and then they go to a tournament in Texas. So some of these teams are really traveling teams. Boom, just foul. Going to come down and hit the camera. Goes back out to the outfield there. Left fielder goes back and shags it down. Gets it back to coach. Up at the plate now, number 20, KJ Custer. Trying to get two. They got one late on the second one, so they'll stay there. Good play there at short. Got the necessary out there. Ileana Enriquez with the play from Rosemont High School. Pass ball, runner will advance and going to come all the way. Ooh, she started to make the turn and head for third there.
She wanted it. Coach said, "Hey, hold on.
Hold up, Custer. Custer's last stand at second." You see that pun there?
Yeah.
Thanks. Wow, next team already coming in over here. Going to do their little warm-up stretches and runs here. Can still see my tire tracks here on the grass. When we come in with all the equipment. Wow, look at that fog rolling in on the Manors.
Yeah, is that rolling this way?
I don't think so. I think it's going east. I hope it's going east. And there's another advancement on the stolen base. Over to third.
Good base running.
Got to be alert. And she is. Out there, Custer over to third base now. A little meeting on the mound. So this defensive strategy probably changes a little bit when all of a sudden there's a runner on third.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what do we do? Try to fake them into going.
Well, you want to do whatever you can to not allow that score.
Yeah, don't want that run going in.
If it's a runner going from second to third on a little hit, you're okay with that. But from third to home, that affects you outside of the inning.
Yeah, that has long-term implications. What you just saw there, that's why there's 43,000 photos on my phone. I just took a picture of the fog rolling in over the manor up there. I just thought, hey, it's a kind of a cool shot. What I'll ever do with it, I don't know. It's just kind of a cool shot. What are you taking a picture of? My Yankee hat?
No.
I wore my Yankee hat. Well, I brought my Yankee hat, but I'm wearing my Audi beanie because it's chilly.
You can't wear both?
I don't know if I could get the hat on, over the top. I would if I could. I mean, Yankees are in the playoffs right now. Trying to go for their 28th World Series championship. Thank you. For a person who's a baseball, softball fan, they can appreciate, like, at the new Yankee Stadium, they have this Yankee Museum. And you go in there, and they have, like, the length of this fence that you see in your shot here, acrylic glass case that has autographed baseballs from every Yankee going back to Lou Gehrig. I mean, Whitey Ford, Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, Jeter. I mean, you name it. Roger Clemens. I mean, there's hundreds of baseballs all in little acrylic stands on 3 shelves that goes down about 100 feet. And you walk by looking at like, wow, there's Babe Ruth. Wow,
Yeah.
there's Lou Gehrig. Wow, there's Derek Jeter. Wow, it's just like you go through the history of the Yankees and it's like, oh my gosh. And then they have all the World Series trophies. So it's a big museum because they have 27 trophies. They have statues of Yogi down in his stance, and they've got a couple guys' lockers, the way they had their locker. It's just a great museum. Whether you're a Yankee fan or not, it's just a great baseball museum. Hey, where'd the Manners go? They disappeared. Oh, that's a nice little slap hit. Here comes the throw at the plate. Oh, she didn't get the ball. Safe. And the run will score.
I'll give you a look at this fog rolling in.
Yeah, look at that. So we're talking up there on that hill, there are 2 retirement communities that now you can't see because this fog that's kind of sort of coming this way. Hopefully it doesn't make all the way here.
I have a feeling it will. I drove in through that this morning.
Yeah, I did too.
And then today and then when I got here there wasn't fog, but no, it was just over there. Now a little bit of breeze picking up from that direction.
It's kind of sort of coming this way, but yeah, but the Manners all of a sudden just disappeared. There's 3 of them up there.
I think the question will be if the fog burns off before it gets to us.
Yeah, hopefully that's I mean, because it's coming. The fog is coming right toward the sun. Maybe it reaches a certain proximity. Does it dissipate? What does fog do? Disappear? Dissipate?
Dissipates, yeah.
Yeah, it dissipates. Runner at first now with 1 out. 1-1 the count here in the 2nd inning.
Chilly breeze.
That is a chilly willy breeze. Feel like our canopy is a superhero. We have this loose canopy cover, velcroed, and it's like flying in the wind like a cape. Count now at 1-2. Ooh, slap hit going down the left side of the batter's circle. Ooh. Strikeout. They try to get the lead runner. They do. Yeah, just run it in. That's it. All right, but they do bring in 1 more run. And so we'll take a break. We'll come back. Thanks for being with us here, watching our production today, Table Rock Sports. And, as we do our partnership, we want to remind you to know your role. And we're going to tell you all about that right here.
Saw a parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back. It is the 2020 College Exposure Tournament known as the USA Softball of Oregon Fall Classic from Medford, Oregon, U.S. Community Cellular Field. Deputy Soto, Christopher Janish coming at you. Two good teams here. Good game, 3-0, 39 minutes left on the clock. Today it counts. Counts. Now whistle. What do we got here? A Belvita bar. Okay. Is that like a Lorna Doone cookie? You know what a Lorna Doone cookie is? No? Okay. Nice looking pitch there. Allie Hyde on the mound. You know you're chilly when you have a dry fit t-shirt, a OSAA dry fit polo shirt, a OSAA sweater, an Under Armour shirt, and an OSAA jacket on, and you're still chilly.
Yep.
And that fog is just on the perimeter of the field. Boom, there's a little pop fly heading down the right side into foul territory and back over on the walking path. The entering walking path, not the exiting walking path. Do want to remind everybody that the strictest of protocols is being adhered to for COVID. There is one sidewalk that you come in on and then another sidewalk that you exit on that goes the other way around the field. So people aren't coming and going and passing. And like you were talking about touch points on gates, all the gates are open. So all the precautions, everybody has to wear masks in and out of the dugouts and things like that. So everything's being taken care of. The crews here, the parks maintenance crews, they're coming and sanitizing the dugouts, after every game. So for those of you worried about that, parents are all out in the outfield, 6 feet apart, and basically at every little chain link section of the fence. Yeah, my son went to a wedding last night in Ashland, and he got there and about 100 people there, and like they walked in and there's like nobody wearing masks, and he said I couldn't believe it. He goes, we put the gift down, waved at the couple, and left.
Yeah.
Ooh, that changeup was scary. Was smart today. I wore gloves. Now we can't even see I-5, which is right there on the horizon. Almost can't see the field next to us. Was that field 3 right over there?
Yep.
The trees behind field 3 are in the fog. Stay close to the moor. Stay close to the road. Beware the moors. American Werewolf in London. Wow, that was a nice looking pitch to finish the inning. It'll stay 3-0 as we hit the 35-minute mark. Stay with us. We'll be back after this on Table Rock Sports. Thanks for being with us today.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
Introducing Unlimited with Payback, only from U.S. Cellular. The only unlimited plan that pays you back for data you don't use. So, quit flushing money down the toilet with Verizon. Get Unlimited with Payback, and you can save up to $240 per year on a single line versus Verizon.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
And welcome back to the 2020 USA Softball of Oregon Fall Classic from U.S. Cellular Community Park in Medford, Oregon. Deputy Soto, Christopher Janish coming with you, Table Rock Sports. Also like to thank our presenting sponsor, travelmedford.org. I'll tell you, if you want to find out about Southern Oregon and what to do, I'm sure they probably even have something in there about what to do in the fog.
Yeah.
What would you do in the fog? What's to do in Southern Oregon in the fog?
Everything else?
Watch
Everything
softball.
you normally do?
Go to a nice restaurant and sit around and have like a nice drink by the fireplace.
Yeah.
A lot of those. Callahan's down here, you know. As we go to the top of the third inning now. Ooh. So Kiani Nakamura at the plate. She's a middle infielder. Bats right or left, so she's a switch hitter. There you go. Bats right. Ridgeview High School from the state of Oregon. The other team, the Athletic Mercado, is from Sacramento area. I asked the coach, I said, "Oh, where are you guys from?" He goes, "Oh, Northern California." I go, "It's kind of a big place." He goes, "Sacramento." There's a good play at short. Throw to first. Did she get it in time? Yes, she did.
Nice stretch at first.
Yeah, that's a good stretch.
I know people from San Francisco that say that they're Northern California.
Yeah. Eliana Enriquez with that play from Rosemont High School. Yeah, I mean, when somebody says Northern California, I go, my gosh, that could be anywhere from down below Sacramento to the California-Oregon border.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as the state of Jefferson.
Yeah.
Look that one up if you've never heard of that. Oh, look at that guy's shorts with the Nike thing. That's kind of cool. There's a guy walking over here. He has a pair of shorts on that has a Nike logo, and the logo starts on one leg, goes across, and finishes on the other leg. As his legs move, the logo just kind of wiggles like a flag. That was kind of cool.
2-0 the count.
Only one out here. We're in the third. 3-0 our scores. We approach the half-hour mark of this game.
These games do have a 100 or a 1 hour and 20-minute time limit on them, and they've been pretty strict about that, about keeping them even. I believe one game they stopped at a half inning, which normally when you have that kind of time limit, you play a full inning, but it's important for this tournament to stay on schedule.
Yeah. Especially on this bracket day.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that need to use the field and can't afford to push stuff back.
Abby Koval at the plate. Committed to SOU Raiders. Foul
Ouch.
ball.
Koval fouled that one off of her ankle.
Yeah, I imagine stuff like that off the ankle or off the arm, stuff like that, probably stings quite a bit in this chilly
That's for
thing.
sure.
We're sort of in the fog now. Does that look like you can see it there? And she's aboard.
Ball 4, Koval takes her place on first.
One aboard with one out. Coming to the plate now, number 52. This is Lena Zanneiser. And she's a right-handed pitcher, third base, first base. From Bend High School. Mascot?
Lava Bears.
Lava Bears. We did a football game there last season. Was it last season we went there?
I think...
Not this season, because this season hasn't happened until spring.
I think they came here last season.
Oh, we went there the year before.
2 years ago.
Yeah. Nice little press box they had. How many high schools in Oregon do you think we've been to?
A lot.
I was going to say. I'm just trying to. I mean, it's got to be like 50, maybe more.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems. I'll bet you've been to 50 and I've been to 30.
Yeah. Well, I've been also doing it 3 times.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been doing this with me for 6 years. I've been doing it for 15. It's like I've been doing all levels from 1A to 6A, all up and down the state and east and west. And over to second she goes. Good hustle on the little pass ball there.
Because I'll bet we've been to probably 10 high schools just here in Southern Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
And then adding from there,
the next cluster up in Roseburg and, Grants Pass, and then Eugene.
Yep.
And then up above that, like Salem, and then up about that in Portland. I mean, between just the I-5 corridor, that's got to be at least 25. And then, been in Klamath Falls and been in Bend and, places like that. Well, that puts 2 aboard. Things are happening. So only 1 out. And this is Mackenzie Scott at the plate from South Salem High School. Well, coaches meeting going to happen out there. We may see maybe a change in pitchers. Let's take a quick break. While they do that, we'll be back in just a moment. We appreciate you being with us. Stay with us for more. Okay, so far, this is going to get the best nickname here. We have coming up to throw Kaylin, and then in quotation marks, Birdie Galaviz from Marysville High School. And on the circle. Facing Mackenzie Scott from South Salem High School. There's a little roller coming our way, right there into your living room, or your car, or your pocket. If you're sitting in the stands watching it, you're about 30 seconds behind. Suddenly got chillier.
Yeah. Well, that fog rolled in. Sun went away.
Boom, there we go. First base, going to make the easy out. Runners will advance over.
Good hustle.
Yeah, definitely good play there at first base. Ooh, that was a good pitch and a good swing. Too bad the two didn't meet. Would have seen something come out of that. I almost brought a hoodie, too.
Yeah.
I was like, you got a hoodie under there? I grabbed my old Michael Jordan Air 1 black hoodie. Well, it was actually Matthew's, my son's, way back in when he was 10, I think. And I've had it still since. I inherit a lot of clothes from my kids. That's why I dress so fly. He gave me this pair of Nike shoes that I always used to joke with him when he was like a freshman. He had these shoes, and they're like red, white, and blue, and they look like clown shoes, kind of Nikes, really nice Air 1s or whatever. I wore them out to dinner the other night, and young waitress like, "Oh man, I really dig your shoes." My wife's like, "Oh my God, don't tell him that."
Outrun scores.
Yeah. Got it in there, making it 4-zip. So now runner at third with 2 outs. Pitch is up high. At the plate is number 22. Not on the roster. Let's see if we can find him over here.
High fly ball coming out here. Can she get under it?
Oh, foul ball off the fence, barely. That one was quite the distance.
Yeah, it bounced off the outfield fence, but just foul.
Yeah, I mean, and by just foul, that's like 2 feet, because there's only like 2-3 feet of fence there. That's not fair. And they get the out, so they limit it to 1 run. So we'll get into the break, come back again. Stay with us. We're back right after this.
Everyday heroes live life full circle. Fill up and use your enrolled kickback card so you save 16 cents a gallon at the pumps. Get what you need when you need it. And remember, we reward all heroes with kickback cards at My Circle K. And if a call goes out for another heroic appearance, no problem. We have that one covered too. With our state-of-the-art car wash systems. Be the hero you were meant to be. Heroes living life full circle.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Here's a hit to the hole. Oh, off her knees. Oh, made the play. Nicely done. That was a big play.
Yeah.
And on that play there, that was Abby Koval. That's why she's going to SOU.
Exactly.
That was a big play at first.
It's hard to get that much power from.
Well, she slipped because of the wet turf.
Yeah.
Went down on her knees. It still was able to get the ball, and then had the presence of mind to like plant plant on her knees and make the throw with enough strength. Play to the other side. First base gets it, but goes foul. So now you can see, well, I don't know on camera, but you can see fog coming off the ground. It's like you can see the fog moving along the turf.
I don't think you can see it in the camera, but you can definitely see that there's some fog. I don't know if you can see it rolling through.
Yeah, in between batters here, maybe we can pan over. You can see it just rolling across the grass. It's all heading toward home plate.
Yeah, well, you can see it over there, too. It's just that the camera doesn't pick it up as well.
It's like Thule fog in Central California. It stays close to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be driving like in Central California, and the fog is only up to about 3 feet high. It just hovers the ground. Oh, big swing and a miss there for the strikeout.
That's 2 outs.
Yeah. Hyde with the strikeout. 4-0 still our score here. 17 minutes left in this one. Pool play was yesterday. We're into bracket play today. I'll tell you a little bit about that going along. Boom, into the dugout. Whoa. That ball went to the back of the dugout, down the pole, and got stuck behind a bag.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a shot.
I think that's kind of like backboard in basketball. You gotta call it for it to.
Yeah, that doesn't count. You can't play horse like that. You play horse or pig?
I play whatever.
Yeah.
Usually horse.
I'm usually more of kind of like an armadillo guy. Off the statue guide through the window. Oh, look at that pitch. That was pretty. Foul ball. Nobody could get to it. That ball was equally between 3 players.
Yeah.
All 3 going full speed, and it just fell right between all 3 of them.
I'm either too good or too bad to play armadillo because that would take a long time.
Eventually, in a game like that, you stand in the post and just put it off the glass.
Yeah.
So we got 1-2 the count with 2 outs here. Trying to start. Oh, they're asking for a call on that. Wow. I don't think she broke her wrist at all. Seems like it'd be easier to be a left-handed slap hitter.
You mean to be left-handed and a slap hitter?
Well, I mean, if you're a slap hitter, if you're left-handed, because you're running away from, because you can't really run into it slap hitting.
Well, you only slap hit left-handed.
Yeah.
So if you're right-handed, you stand on the left side to slap hit.
Right.
So that's where a lot of times you see someone's a switch hitter in softball. They're a right-handed power hitter, but they'll slap left.
Yeah.
But because you can't slap right.
Yeah, you have to bunt. I was just thinking it'd be kind of tough to be a right-handed slap hitter.
Well, most slap hitters are. You just don't bat right-handed.
It's another set of skills.
Well, and this is a whole other conversation, but really with batting, there's no reason there needs to be a right and left-handed.
Yeah.
You're using both hands on the bat. You know.
It's like a swinging bunt.
Yeah. And a running swinging bunt.
A running swinging bunt, yeah. And you notice, like, when it's a known slap hitter that gets a board there, everybody plays in. I mean, the outfield's almost on the fringe of the infield.
Yeah. Well, we have a very deep infield here because this field is a multi-purpose field for baseball and softball.
Yeah, the bases are way up, so it's a big, deep hole. Called strike. Runner at first. Ooh, that was a big swing. That was a big, powerful
Yeah.
swing. Tell you what, she gets a hold of that.
One and two the count with 2 outs here in the third.
Don't see number 5 on the roster.
I think it's 3.
Is it 3?
And she can't connect. That's the third out. That'll bring us to a break.
Take us to the break here. You are watching the 2020 USA Softball of Oregon Fall Classic on Table Rock Sports. Thanks for being with us. We'll be back in just a moment right after this. Stay tuned.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back. Thanks for being with us. You know, if you think about it, Southern Oregon's a great place to be, and where else can you check out all the things? I mean, along with great softball action, you can check out Crater Lake, the Rogue River, Mount Ashland, miles of hiking and biking trails. That's just the start. You can learn more at travelmedford.org. And along with that, great softball action, you know, the Rogue Valley is home to the world's best cheese, and Rose Creamery's Rogue River Blue won that title in 2019 at the World Cheese Awards. Little known fact about Southern Oregon there. It's a cheesy place. You see how I fit right in. Crickets. Shot the third. There's a throw. A gingerly throw at that. Cassandra Zapata. With the out. As we're in the top of the fourth inning. And that is number 20. Yeah, number 20. That's KJ Custer coming to the plate from McNary High School. Pop fly there, shortstop back. It makes the grab. That's got to be tough in the fog. Yeah, the sun behind us, and so over here to the side and off what you can see there, I mean, basically you can see behind the dugout. Behind there is Interstate 5, and then the behind there as well is the manor. I think it's still floating out there in air. The McNary High School. We've done their games.
Yeah, we have.
Gotcha, didn't I? Yeah, I know you're spinning your wheels.
Oh, did you know it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, long throw, not there in time.
She got there in plenty of time, but then had a little slip there, it looked like.
Well, she dove for the ball.
Yeah.
So she threw it from the ground.
Trying to get back up, she couldn't quite get the footing she
Yeah.
needed to get the aim, so the runner is safe at first. I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
Same name as an NBA team. And I know you're a basketball fan. Well, you like the Lakers. Same thing. Mortal enemy of the New York Knicks. The team I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Is the mortal enemy of the New York Knicks.
I'm still thinking.
Okay. What would be a team that would be a mortal enemy of a New York team?
Well, a New England or a Boston.
Uh-huh. Ooh, that one's in.
Yeah.
Off to second. They're holding her up at third. Wow, nice play. Gets runners now at second and third. So if you think of the Yankees, who is the mortal enemy of the Yankees?
Boston Red Sox.
Okay, so who's the mortal enemy of the New York Knicks?
The Celtics.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
McNary Celtics. There you go.
See, I was thinking the Scots, but I knew that wasn't.
Yeah.
That wasn't right.
No, that's the McKay.
Yeah, McKay Royal Scots.
Royal Scots, yes.
But I knew it was something like that.
Jeff Alvin, the football coach. Whoa, there's one hit back deep. That one going to the gap, center field. Catch made. And they will leave them stranded, keeping it 4-0 as we hit the 6-minute mark. So as we do, we'll take a break, see if we can get some more runs on the board and get something going. Back after this on Table Rock Sports.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
All right, we welcome you back. Thanks for being here. Debbie DeSoto along with Christopher Janish. It is the College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic. Glad to have you here with us. Travel Medford, Southern Oregon Sports Commission, Southern Oregon University, our sponsor. Allie Hyde, the pitcher in the circle.
Five minutes left on the game clock, so it looks like here the bottom of the fourth will be the end of this one.
These teams now in the difference between pool play and now it's bracket play want to advance.
The winner of this advances to the quarterfinals.
Which will be in a couple hours probably.
It's kind of
it's a weird schedule.
It's kind of crazy if you think about it. There'll be a champion by the end of today.
Who have played 3 games.
But this isn't even the quarterfinals yet.
Yeah. There's some sunshine coming in. Ooh, that pitch up high.
Yeah, another high one for ball 2.
And that's Amelia Arrazia on the circle there from Kennedy High School, an on-deck circle. Wow, what was that there? There was like a... Kind of a double fake, double pump. Euro step. Wrong sport, I know, but... So I'm going to play trivia with you here. What question could I ask that could pertain to our situation here and the NBA Finals?
Do you have one in mind? Or
Yes. I know the question.
Okay.
Yeah. What question could I ask right now that would pertain to our situation here and the NBA Finals? And she's aboard on a walk, so they got what they needed to start it off.
Well, hear me. What's the
Enriquez.
question?
Can the Heat come back? We're sitting here in this fog, freezing, and then the Heat down now 3-2. So
yep.
Is it tonight? Tonight, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I will gladly go home and get under a blanket and watch that tonight.
Yeah.
I think it's tonight at 7, right? Or is it a 5 game?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it is the final 3-2, and you're a Laker fan, right? Aren't you?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't follow anything too closely. The Blazers or Lakers.
I'll bet you one way or the other, those guys will be glad to get out of that bubble.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been down there, for a month and a half in Orlando? Pretty much.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, through the whole playoffs, and
yeah.
I mean, they've stayed the whole time. I mean, these two teams have. I mean, win or lose, I mean, they'll be glad to go home. Oh, now it's clearing up. See, there's the Manor. The Manors are back. You can see the hills there behind us. Until the next fog patch.
Yeah.
2-1 the count. Little slap hit. Ooh, nicely placed. Nowhere to go with the ball. Back in, and runners at first and second. That was a nicely placed slap hit.
Yeah.
So runners at first and second. Little meeting of the minds there. Team warming up back there. The Frost. To take a look at the little chart. Did you send me the chart?
Yep.
Okay. I'll take a look at the chart and tell you what we got coming up next year. Series of games coming our way. Going to be the LTG Lions and the Frost Elite. That's our next game coming up at 9:40, which is about half an hour from now. Close to a little under a half an hour from now. Time's up, so this is it.
Yep.
Got to have a big rally here. First and second, no outs. Good start. Can you read that number? Here's off the knob, hit to first. They get the run there, but it advances the runners over to second 30. Got two moving over there, and they're out at first, so one out. Runners at second and third coming to the plate now. Number 21. Cassandra Zapata. On deck behind her, number 2. Haley Kim. Wow, that was a big swing.
She wants an RBI.
That's right. 2 RBIs, please. Pop fly. Back there, it's short. There's the second out. So it's coming down to this. Allie Hyde in the circle. Good showcase for her right here. She can close the deal.
Yeah.
College coaches, they love to see pitchers who can close the deal because a lot of times teams let it get away. She came in relief in the second inning. Pitched all the way through now. 2 outs now. 0-1 the count. 2 runners on. This is where you need the rally monkeys, the hats backwards. Boom, that'll help. That's going back to the gap. That's off the fence. That's going to score. Oh, going to hold her at first. But that cut the lead in half right there.
Yep, scores 2 of them. Little 2-out rally getting started.
4-2. A little more exciting now with a runner on first. Good spirit. They come up and they put their bills of their helmets together and they talk like face to face. That's kind of cool. So defense now going out trying to calm down the pitcher. You can see out there on the mound, coach sitting there saying, okay, you got this, Allie. Still got a 2-run lead. Runner at first. Now look at you standing out in the sun. He backed out from under the canopy to stand out in the sun. My cord's not long enough to do that. Can I go out this way? Oh, I can. I can come out here and stand. There we go. Four to 2 with a runner at first, 2 outs. This is a challenge here for Allie on the mound. She gave up 2 runs here late. There's a foul ball back. Going to take the count to 0-2. Could be it right here.
Got to protect the strike zone.
Yep. On deck, number 42. Get her in there. So the count is 1-2. 1-2 is the count. Fouled back, staying alive.
One and 2 the count with a runner on first.
Allie doing a good job. Runner staying put there. There's a high fly ball going to the gap. Could be trouble, but that is it. That is it. So the Athletic Mercado gave it a good shot trying to come back, but the Northwest Vandals take the win 4-2. And so we will advance them on in the bracket. Coming up, we'll have another game coming up in just about 20 minutes. Short turnaround, so we'll take a break. This one is a final as we know it. Thanks for being with us here. Glad to have you here on our game today. And again, from the park at U.S. Community Cellular Field, it's the Northwest Championships Stay here for the USA Softball of Oregon Fall Classic as we continue down the road. Back in just a few minutes.